hope the people are doing well. This is a very important episode for me. Subscribe to my channel. I have a very, very, very important person, a very strong person, the strongest woman that I know personally. And she did me a favor by sitting down with us and hopes to teach people, because this is everything in school. Very beautiful person. This is KARIMAH. Say hi to the people.
What's up?
So this one here is a little different from than we're used to. Not too different, because it could help people just like everything else.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about autism awareness, actually. This is my daughter's mother. If you guys don't know us, this is my daughter's mother. She had my first child. I had her first child. I love her to death. We're the best of friends. We're the best of friends.
Absolutely.
So I figured it'd be good to have her here and start by saying, like, how was your day today?
Rough.
Rough?
Yeah. Kids was up at 3 a.m, running around. I don't know. With autism, some children don't require a lot of sleep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they can nap 2 hours and go for another 10.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was one of them nights. So it was like I was tired, I was exhausted. At times, like 6 o'clock, and then 7, they finally just like went back to sleep. But they was up.
It's from early in the morning.
Early in the morning. I was like,
man.
oh my god. But other than that, my day was great.
That's good.
That's good. Great. I can't complain.
How do you deal with it mentally? Like, that was always my question. Like, I always thought that.
Yeah. You have your days.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on you. How you're feeling that day. What's going on in your life. What's transpiring. What has transpired. A lot of things that we go through in life, it reflects on our children, because we have to deal with our own personal issues.
Yep.
And then we also got to be parents.
Yes.
So with that, mentally, it's some days I'd be like, I gotta do this for the rest of my life. This is what my life consists of. There's no expiration to when it's going to end. Like, okay, you have stages in life where once they turn 3, they get potty trained, and then they get this age, they do this, they do that.
No light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, basically, you know what I mean. It's like a waiting thing. Like, you know what I mean. Is it going to change, or is it going to stay the same? But one thing you should never do is have false hope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people tend to be like, I want to be positive and believe that, it's going to be like this, or one day they're going to talk, or they're going to do this and that. But in reality, you're giving yourself false hope, because when that day comes and it doesn't happen, then how are you going to feel?
And you're expecting something to happen, and then you're setting yourself up to fail. You know what I mean? So you're setting yourself up to be depressed or whatever.
Yes. You just take it one day at a time.
You take it one day at a time.
One day at a time.
Well, I know you were 22 when you had Hanaya, right? When did you first see signs that she had autism?
Alright, Hanaya walked and she crawled and everything on time.
Yeah.
When I first started seeing signs, probably like 18 months, when she didn't really have any language. But I'm young, I'm thinking she's just a baby.
Yeah.
So what baby is talking? Like, or using words and stuff. So, but then when she started pushing towards 2, and I'm noticing she can't say cookie, she can't say this, she can't say that. And I'm like, and then she's repeating things over and over again, babbling, if you were to say like a different language.
That's the same thing. Like, I don't remember exactly what age like when she was like probably a year and a half for me. Like, and we would like sit there and try to just sit down, like, Hanaya, say cookie. You want the cookie? Say cookie. Say cookie. It was like, I feel like it was a long time between that time and the time that we actually got the news.
Yeah, because I was on a waiting list at St. Christopher Hospital, so you can't just get in right away when you're staying in developmental pediatric specialists is what they call. They the ones who diagnose children with autism or any type of special needs. I had to go through the it was like the process of elimination.
Yeah.
So first I got her hearing checked to make sure she wasn't hearing muffled.
Then we had to get her adenoids
taken out. Her tonsils taken out. Then I had got an ultrasound on her brain where they put the stickers on her head and they did a brain wave, and that came back. That was the neurologist. Sorry, I had to see the neurologist.
Yeah.
So when that came back normal, and her hearing came back normal, and all of that, that's when I was just at the point where I just had to wait to see the doctors.
Yeah.
When I went down there March of 2010, right before Hanaya turned 4 years old, it was 8 doctors in one room.
Yeah.
They all was observing her because it's not nothing that they could test through blood. So it's observation. So you need more than one person because one person might miss another thing. So it's like 9 doctors in there. They're all taking notes.
Yeah.
And at the end, they go and they compare their notes and say what they saw, stuff like that. And then they came back and they was like, we strongly believe she has autism. And so I'm like, well, what is that?
Yeah, because we didn't know. We were young.
Very young. So I had to educate myself on it. And that took time. Yeah. Because it was like I had to get used to a lot of things that I thought that was going to be normal wasn't. Yeah. Also trying to grieve a lot of things because when kids have autism, it's a grieving thing. You grieve when your child, can't speak to you, can't express themselves to you, can't talk to you, can't tell you how they feel, and so mentally, that really be getting to me sometimes. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? It do break you down bad. Yeah. Because you want that certain type of connection with your child that, I see a lot of women, they like, oh, you mommy to death. I wish I could hear mommy.
Yeah, just mom. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And then it makes you feel like they should be more grateful.
Very grateful that your children is doing what they're doing and stuff like that. Because unfortunately, I never got to experience that. Yeah. I still haven't, and she's be 15 in May. Yeah,
but you still go.
I still go.
You're still dealing with it, and it's I feel like you're just like the strongest person I know. Yeah. You are really the strongest person I know. That's why I have a whole bunch of respect for you. I don't know, I love you to death too. It's super dope. So, how does it feel? When just give me how you feel when you wake up in the morning.
So, 9 years after 9, I got pregnant again with my son, and all I wanted was a normal child. Well, that's what you want to call normal, but I just wanted it to be different. I wanted to be able to experience that motherly experience that everyone got to experience. So, I was praying for that. Unfortunately, he also came out with autism. Yeah. So I don't have just one; I have 2.
Yes.
One's 5, one's 15, one will be 15 in May, one will be 6 in June. Yeah. So that right there took a whole nother toll on me. Yeah. Because I was praying and begging and praying to God and spare me because I felt like my son would have been the one to take care of Hanaya. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In the event anything happened to me. But they both need me. Yeah. In a sense. They both need me. So, my biggest fear is me not being around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I skipped the part before we got into that about when we first found out Hanaya had autism. Yeah. So what was the steps after? Because I remember I got the phone call and it was just it stopped my whole day. What was the steps right after that? Okay, we had to accept it. Boom.
Okay, so I had to get her into intervention. She was going to intervention. That's where they work with your cognitive skills, your fine motor skills, and your gross motor skills, stuff like that. Everything that the brain, does. And it was working on her speech. Then I was taking her to allied services to outpatient speech. That was like twice a week.
Yeah.
It was people coming inside my house 3 times a week. With Tanaya. This was going on up until she was like 13 years old.
Yeah.
They said, oh, she needs a break. Maybe she needs a break,
Yeah.
and everything. But those were the steps after that, was trying to get her help, reaching out to resources, getting therapy for her, speech therapy, occupational therapy, stuff like that. She didn't need physical therapy because she was able to pick up stuff, walk, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and pretty much after that,
she's cool.
pretty much after that, it was just like keeping up with it.
Yeah, staying on top of
Yeah,
all
staying on top of it, and I think I did a hell of a job.
You do a hell of a job. You do a hell of a job. That's the first half of Everything in School with KARIMAH, beautiful woman. Subscribe to my channel, Aware Hafiz. Follow me on Instagram, Hafiz_good energy. Stay well, be safe, pray for the lost soul.